Boy, oh boy, what a game for the Seattle Seahawks. Losing once again. Now, what's up? It's been a minute since I've made a video, and let me tell you, I've been kind of busy with school stuff and also other stuff. And, with the Seahawks doing absolutely nothing different and just losing and then losing some more and then losing some more, I haven't really had any motivation to make videos instead of spending time on other stuff. So, frankly, I haven't made videos because there was no reason to. It's just a bunch of depressing stuff. I don't really want to do that. But today I'm going to share all of my gripes about the things that have happened recently. Now, first things first, we lost to the Cardinals. Now, the season's basically over from here because the Seattle Seahawks, I think we have like a 6% chance to make the playoffs, and that's assuming that everything goes right for us, and it's not, okay? Nothing is going to go as right as it needs to be for us to make the playoffs. But first thing I want to talk about is Russell Wilson. Now, Russell Wilson, he's played the last two games. Supposedly he was fully healthy, but it doesn't seem like he is. His finger seems to still be bothering him. He's missing some throws. He's overthrowing players. It just seems like he's still dealing with some issues, and I feel like with the season in the state that it is now, where we're probably not going to make the playoffs, Russell Wilson should definitely put his long-term health over, doing well this season, because we're not going to do well this season. I think Russell Wilson, if he is still dealing with something, which it seems like he is, I think he should take a couple games off. If we lose a couple more games, who cares? The Jets are just going to get an even better pick from us. But second thing, what are we doing with Dwayne Eskridge? Okay, Dwayne Eskridge, we drafted that man with our first pick in the draft. The second round, we decided to get a wide receiver when we have DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and we have some pretty solid guys like Freddie Swain and Penny Hart behind them. Why did we get Freddie Swain? Oh yeah, we got him as a gadget guy. We haven't used him at all. We used him in one gadget play, and he got a concussion that kept him out for 8 weeks. What are we doing with this man? Guess what could have happened with that second round pick? We could have got an offensive lineman, maybe the best offensive lineman in the class. Creed Humphrey could have gone to us, and maybe, just maybe, Aaron Donald wouldn't have broken Russell Wilson's finger if we had Creed Humphrey blocking him instead of Kyle Fuller, the backup of the backup, who is the worst center in the entire league. Imagine if Russell Wilson didn't get injured in that Rams game. Would we have won that Rams game? I don't know. Would we have beat the Steelers? Most definitely. Would we have beat the other team that we played? I can't remember. Probably. I think we would be in a lot better of a situation right now if we had an offensive lineman rather than a wide receiver, which we've used like 10 snaps in the entire season. Just to continue on with that point, I was constantly saying, even if we don't get a wide receiver in free agency, Freddie Swain is good enough. I like Freddie Swain. Penny Hart is pretty cool too. And guess what? We still got Dwayne Eskridge, and we have not used him whatsoever. I'm just so glad that he's been healthy over the past 2 weeks, according to Pete Carroll, and we used him a whole one snap in like 2 weeks. I saw them zoom into him when he was returning a kickoff. He caught it and nailed it down, baby. Let's go. I'm so glad that our second round pick is getting so much usage. Meanwhile, the guy that we passed up on is an all-pro center in his first year, basically. Man, this makes me so happy. And that's just kind of a staple with the Seattle Seahawks. Drafting poorly, making bad decisions, and not changing whatsoever. Pete Carroll, he's continuing to run the same exact kind of offense and defense that he's been running since 1902 when the Dragons and the dinosaurs were still on the earth. Pete Carroll was shaking hands with woolly mammoths as he was making up these defensive schemes, and he's still running them to this day. Every single coach in the NFC West has said that they figured out the defense and it doesn't work. And Pete Carroll's like, guys, come on, let's run cover 3 99% of the time. And hey, it's going to work this time. And it doesn't. We've lost time of possession. We've had our time of possession doubled. And I think every single game this season. It's not good whatsoever. Our defense, I can't blame the players. It's 100% on the scheme. The players are making plays more often than not. But when you're on the field for 45 minutes in a game because your entire philosophy is let them catch it for 5 yards and then tackle them, they're just going to keep getting first downs and keep wasting time off the clock. It's just, it's so aggravating watching this team make absolutely zero changes. And then it all stems back to Pete Carroll because Pete Carroll doesn't want to get rid of his defensive coordinator, stupid Ken Norton, that is wearing finger tape on the sidelines for some ungodly reason. I don't know why that pisses me off so much, but it really does. I've noticed it for a long time, and they zoomed in on his hands in one of the things of the game, and I was like, why are you wearing this? But it all stems back to Pete Carroll, and I think we need to make a change. Russell Wilson, I would not actually be mad if Russell Wilson went to another team. I would fully support Russell Wilson because this man has been stuck with Pete Carroll, who, yeah, maybe Pete Carroll is supportive and he's nice to his team. He's nice to his players. But by God, does he refuse to make any changes? You know, playing 1902 football isn't going to work in 2021. Like, 2019 football doesn't work in 2021. Like, it's so glaringly obvious that we have a scheme issue, but nothing gets changed at all. You know, even like little things here and there. Like the defense, you've noticed some like little things, but then when times get tough, they go back to what they know. And what they know is what makes times get tougher. And it just really sucks to watch this team because I feel bad for Russell Wilson. I just, let me just distract myself. I found this in my closet. It's a gold coin with the Seahawks logo. That made me happy. But, yeah, I'm definitely planning on making a video either, you know, sometime soon or at the end of the season of what if the Seattle Seahawks drafted Creed Humphrey, because it's pretty clear that the Seahawks wouldn't be losing anything if they drafted Creed Humphrey over Dwayne Eskridge, because Dwayne Eskridge has done absolutely nothing for this team. But, you know, there's just a lot that went on. You know, obviously the offensive line didn't play well this game. We let Chandler Jones get like 15 sacks. I think he only had 2, but only is such a funny word when Russell Wilson's getting sacked like 5 times a game. But, yeah, overall, Tyler Lockett, he had some big plays. You know, the run game, I don't know what we're doing with the run game. It seems like we get a couple good plays, and then we had one bad play, and there's like, hey, let's just throw the ball 30 times. And I don't know why, you know, I love Alex Collins, but why are we not using DJ Dallas? Like, DJ Dallas on that last drive where we actually scored a touchdown looked absolutely fantastic, but we just don't use him at all for some reason. But, you know, there's a lot of gripes that I have with this team, and I think they all stem with Pete Carroll. I think Pete Carroll needs to be fired at the end of the season because even though we have been a solid team for a long time, it's definitely catching up to us now that there are injuries and, you know, you don't have Russell Wilson completely carrying you every single game. You know, with Russell Wilson, 1, not being there for 3 games, and 2, you know, not playing the greatest of football the last 2 games, you know, I do think that it really shows the problems that we have as a team and that it stems back to Pete Carroll. I think he should be fired because he just loves sticking to his old ways and they don't work, frankly. But, you know, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know down below what you thought about this game. Really, I couldn't care less about this game. It's more about all the problems that we've had for so long going into this. But, yeah, like I said, let me know. I think we should fire Pete Carroll. I really feel bad for every player on this team because they're very talented. Like, you can see the talent of these players on display, and it's just completely getting just thrown away by how bad the scheme is. Oh, and also injuries haven't really been helpful. Of course, Russell Wilson, Chris Carson's out for the season. Oh, who would have thought, baby? Our top 2 corners are out. You know, Trey Brown got injured earlier this game. Trey Brown has been absolutely fantastic. I've loved watching him. But, you know, I'm done rambling. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this game, what you think about the Seahawks in general. You know, hopefully I'll post somewhat regularly again. But with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Let me know down below in the comments, like I said. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Have a great day.